Okay, you guys, sorry for stopping the last video kind of abruptly at 15 minutes. But anyways, to continue this on, what we did is we found out on our triangle that this is 46.86. Okay. Now, the question I want to pose now is, well, can we find out the other angles now? Angles A and C. We can easily find it out. We can use law of sines very easily. Okay. So to use law of sines, if you notice, we have angle B and side B. That's our key. We have the B's. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to do the sine of angle B, which is 50 degrees, over side B, which is 46.86. And we can either figure out angle A right now or angle C. Either one doesn't really matter. So I'm going to go with angle A right now. So for angle A, we need the sine of angle A. But look here, angle A we do not have. We know this little portion of angle A is 50. So we know angle A, the whole thing is a little more than, it's going to be more than 50. I don't know what it is though, so I'm going to put sine of A. And then side A is going to be 60. Because remember, we don't know angle A right now. We're trying to figure that out. So the sine of 50, now I'm just going to use a calculator. Okay. We're just going to use a handy dandy calculator. Damn it, I lost it. Okay. So the sine of 50 is equal to 0.76 over 46.86 is equal to the sine of A over 60. So now I'm just going to cross multiply these. Okay, so I'm just going to do a calculator right now. 0.76 times 60 is equal to 45.6. So I have 45.6 equals to sine A times 46.86. And I just have to divide that. So I'm going to do 45.6 divided by 46.86 46.86, 0.97. So 0.97 is equal to the sine of A right here. So I'm going to now do the sine inverse of that. Let's do the sine inverse. Sine inverse of 0.97 is going to give us about 76 degrees. About 76 degrees. So we just found out angle A is 76 degrees. Cool. So I'm going to put it here, 76 degrees. 76 degrees. Okay? 76 degrees. Now, can we figure out this one? Absolutely, we can. Oh, by the way, I'm just going to, instead of putting 40 and 10 here, I'm just going to put 50. We know that's 50. Okay, so can we figure this one out? Absolutely, it takes 2 seconds. We don't need law of sines, we don't need law of cosines. Come on, interior sum. 180 minus 50 minus 76. It's going to be, let's see, 54. Yes, 54 degrees. Okay, so we have 54 degrees, 76 degrees, 50 degrees. So nice and dandy, we got everything. But wait, there's one more thing. Here's the question I want to ask now. What would be the true bearing from C to A? The true bearing from C to A. Let's think about this for a second. From C to A. And remember, true bearing starts with north. From here, so from true bearings from C to A, it's just going to start here at 0 degrees. And it's going to go until, boop, right there. Because remember, I'm going to A. I want to go to A. So it's literally just this little portion right here. Well, what is this little portion right here? Simple. 90 degrees is this whole thing. 90 degrees is this whole thing. Okay. And what we need to know is this little portion right here. Ooh, we do need to know that. Okay. This gets a little bit more tricky. Okay, this gets a little more tricky. Watch this. This was what? 40 degrees, 10 degrees. 40 degrees, 10 degrees. Okay, here's where it gets kind of complex. Yeah, it's going to be a little tricky. Ouch. Okay. Well, it's okay. We can do it. If you guys remember, this was broken down as 40, and you know what? I should break this one down. This right here was 50 degrees. Oh, it's going to get complicated, but it's okay. This is 54 degrees. Now, remember what I said here? Parallel lines, okay? When I have parallel lines, the alternate interior is the same. So if this is 10 degrees, this has to be 10 degrees. Now, why is that important? Because watch. From C to A, I want to go C to A. Now, how do I know what this is right here? Well, if this whole thing is 90 degrees, what's 90 minus 54 minus 10? Okay, so that's going to be 90 minus 64, which is going to be 26 degrees. No. Yes, 26 degrees. It's pretty involved, I know. Okay, so from here to there, it's 26 degrees, and it has to be because remember, we just figured out this is 54 degrees. Figured out 54 degrees because, interior sum of the triangle is going to be 180. So we knew this is 54. We know that's 10 because if you look at this east-west line, you look at this east-west line, you have the 10 and the 10, they have to match because they're alternate interior. And so this has to be 26 because 26 plus 54 is 80 plus 10 is 90. So this has to be 26. So from C to A, it is 26 degrees. Well, how about from A to C? Let's go A to C. Let's see what happens here. Well, remember what this was. This entire thing right here is what? 76. So if this is 76, listen up. This got to be 50, and so this guy has to be 26 degrees. Because remember, this is 76 degrees. Angle A is 76 degrees. So we're going to go from here, and it's going to go all the way here. Well, how much is that? Well, let's think about it. From A to C, I need to start here and go all the way here to go to C. Well, we know from here to here is 180. So we got 180 plus another 26. So 180 plus 26 is going to give us 206 degrees. Okay, so again, from C to A was 26 degrees, true bearing. A to C was 180 plus 26, which is 206 degrees, true bearing. As I'm doing this, guys, I realize that first video may have been, somewhat attainable. The second video, I'm just the way it's not easy. I forget how involved bearings is. It's like I would spend a week probably just on this if it was in class, okay? And I have to give you guys a second video on top of this too. This is the second video. I have to give you guys a third video on top of this too, which I am going to give you guys. I will give you this. I will tell you this though. It seems to me that it's going to take more than one covering of this to be able to cover all this. So what I'll do is for this week, I'll give you guys everything I'm going to give you, but for the test itself, I'll make it a little bit lighter. I'll make it just, just kind of basic identifying stuff. And then next week, I'll give it to you guys again, probably a little more complex, okay? Or maybe midweek or something like that. Something's got to give because this is, as I'm doing this, I'm realizing it's going to take more than I think, okay?